ran home just to see everything that we had done, and it's such an amazing feeling, because I think they're more proud of me now than they were when I actually graduated from my degree. which actually feels good, because
you didn't get a title when you graduated.
No, I didn't.
You just got that piece of paper, that was it.
Although I'm sure I can say Simran Gill BSc Honours, no?
Can we?
Even
I need to know that. I want to know, can we get BSc?
I would like to do that, yeah. But no, it's good. At least I've got this title, and they're all so happy. Like, I've got all my brothers and sisters, everybody supporting me, so it's been amazing.
Okay, that's brilliant.
Yeah.
Tell us about the ride, the journey to Miss Asian Model 2011. Where did you grow up? Where did you go to school? Where did you go to university?
Right, so from the beginning, I went to a girls' school, an all-girls school in Isleworth. So that's from my high school years. Before that, from my primary schools, I was in Twickenham. So I was in St Stephen's little primary school, which was really good. I think that was a really good base school for me to start with, because that's where I learnt the way to speak, my etiquette. I'm not obviously amazing at it, but I picked up on the right ways to it. But then I went to...
no, you've got good posture. You've got a good way of speaking.
I learned it. Do you know where I got that from? My sister always said to me, "You walk like this." She was like, "Can't you just do it? Be a lady, be a woman." So now I've learned how to do it. I've started to wear heels for the first time in my life.
How was that, by the way?
It's painful, very painful. And yesterday, from 3 o'clock, I've been wearing heels, and I stuck them on today, and I was like, oh God, my feet were screaming at me, like, please don't do it to us. But yeah, so I went to an all-girls school, and I went through a really tough time at school, I'll be honest. There was a lot of bullying, and a lot of it was an all-girls school. What do you expect?
Yeah.
And it was really, really horrible. So I went down quite badly throughout my high school years, and my main interest is poetry. I like doing poetry purely because a lot of things that were affecting me emotionally, I was able to express that and be able to bring that out in my poetry and in my writing. So I did a lot of creative writing. I did storytelling and a lot of poetry. I've got chunks and chunks of it at home. So and I won my high school year award of poetry as well, which was really good. And yeah, so I did a lot of that, because throughout it I had a lot of girls that were really, I don't know, really spiteful, really harsh throughout my years. I never had friends that stayed my friends throughout my years of high school. I had some that just came and went out of my life. They affected me quite heavily. And around that time, my granddad had passed away.
Oh, sorry.
And that was a really big thing for me. So that was when everything just started to my confidence, everything had gone downhill. And it didn't help the way I looked, because you may say I look gorgeous now, but my friends and family will tell you what I used to look like. I was very on the larger side, and
I say Facebook pictures of all this.
No, never. My sister's threatening me to put them up, but no way. But and I had hair about this length, and you couldn't tell whether I was a boy or a girl. So
oh my God, school must have been
It was tough. So now I understand why the girls didn't like me so much. But yeah, I had my braces, I had my monobrow. I was not the prettiest out of the bunch, but I had my qualities inside.
Okay, when you said all this, I thought it was kind of like she's all that, you're just wearing glasses and they just removed your glasses. There's the beauty right there.
No, it took a lot more than that. No, so I grew my hair eventually. My mum always liked me having short hair because she said it was easy to manage. But no, so I grew my hair, I started to grow. My confidence was really rock bottom at the time, and I fell really ill. So recently I've discovered what the illness was, which is something called fibromyalgia. But I suffered from a kidney problem at a young age.
Okay.
And that's when I lost all my weight. Blessing in disguise, although obviously it wasn't the greatest way to lose weight. I should have actually just got on a bike and actually done a bit of exercising. But no, the easy way out. So yeah, so then I was diagnosed with fibromyalgia not too long ago. I was suffering from that for quite some time, and that's when I went to university. And my mum didn't really want me to go into university far away from home because I wasn't well, and I was fainting a lot. I was really bad joint pains, muscle pains.
So sorry to hear.
No, it's okay. But I've come out of it because it did affect me quite badly, and with all the personal problems that were going on with friends and family and stuff. So once I had come out of everything, I felt so much better knowing that if I just carried on with my day, if I just forgot about it, I knew I was going through the pain, but if I just carried on with the day, I wasn't watching my life pass me by. I was actually being able to do something productive. So I forced my way to university. I fought through my GCSEs and my A-levels, and I got there. I remember being in hospital just before my exams for GCSEs,
wow.
which was nuts. And and I think because of my friends and my family especially, they've supported me so well. They've been my rock, and throughout everything, they haven't ever stopped me. Me not being well, they haven't said, okay, you're not well, you just stay at home, don't do anything. They've always just pushed me, whatever makes you happy, whatever you feel happier with. So I did all that. I went to university. I lived out in Manchester, and I stayed there for about 5 years. I think I was just clenching on to that freedom for as long as I could before Mum was like, Simran, roti khadi hai? So I had to keep on with it as much as I could. So I stayed in Manchester. I finished my degree, which was really good, in counselling and social policy. Absolutely loved it, because I think because I went through such a struggle as I was growing up, I was able to relate to a lot of people as I was growing up as well. And I was young, and a lot of people who were going through problems much older than me were quite shocked that I was able to actually speak to them on a level and understand what they were going through and be able to give them words of wisdom, I hope so, and give them advice that was helping them. So I did that degree, really challenging, really hard being away from home. I remember my first year, I packed my bags so many times saying I was going to come back home. And I had my older sister on the other. Yeah, I had my older sister who, she's just an absolute genius. She had passed her university. She had done so well. And I'd call her up and say, I'm coming home. She's like, no, you're not. You're not. You're staying there. I'm not coming to get you. We're not opening the door. You're staying there until you're coming back with a degree. And my other sister, she told me about this 5-year plan. She always said to me,